and welcome to my channel. This is Tom's Global Travel Updates, your number one YouTube channel that has been designed to help and to project your relocation dreams. In fact, on this channel, I share content about how you can make your way abroad, whether you want to travel to the UK, US, Canada, wherever. I don't really know your destination country or your dream country. You can type in the comment section for me. So within this space, I try my best to come up with content that will enlighten you and then build you up, just to make sure your dream of traveling to any other part of the world becomes a reality. If this is the kind of content you are looking for, then quickly subscribe to this channel so that anytime I upload a video, you'll be the first person to be notified. Today, I'm going to talk about the various forms or types of IELTS. The types of IELTS we have, because I've seen time without number people who have mistakenly written different tests which they were not supposed to write, and that it's a sheer waste of time, energy, resources, and everything. So I've come your way today to explain to you the forms of IELTS we have, so that whenever you are going out to write any of these tests, you know the kind of test you are supposed to write and the test that will suit your needs. Just stick with me here. The channel is meant for educational purposes. And let me issue a disclaimer. I am not any immigration advisor, nothing whatsoever. I'm just a content creator who is pushing his way through to help people at least make meaningful decisions so long as life is concerned. So quickly, let us jump into this very website. Today, I am on the IELTS website, which is the official website, which will help us to understand things better. Very good. So let's see the types of tests we have. The type of tests we have. I hope we've all heard of IELTS, and it's basically needed in so many forms, and then for other countries such as the UK, New Zealand, Canada, and well, I've forgotten, but as we go ahead, you just get to know the type of countries that accept IELTS. Yes. And now, what type of IELTS should I go in for? Now, let's come under here, and then let's see. We have type or test types. Now, I've clicked on, and let's scroll down to see test types. An IELTS result can help you journey for study, work, and life abroad. So the purpose of this test is just to give you a journey, facilitate the process of your journey to study or to work and to live abroad. So these are the three main reasons why people write the IELTS. And in the writing of the test, any test you write under the IELTS has a specific visa route you can use that particular test for. And so we are going to look at the various tests to know how best we can prepare ourselves and then to make the right choice as well. So find the right test for you. Let's see. IELTS offers a range of tests, giving you the flexibility to choose the right test for your needs. In both the general training and academic test, the speaking and listening session. So there's just an introduction. Let's go down to see we have the first type of test is the IELTS academic. The IELTS academic, as you can see on my screen. The IELTS academic is for people who are planning to study in a country where English is spoken. It's likely that the IELTS academic test is the right choice for you. So basically, the test assesses if you are ready to begin studying in English. It features vocabulary that is familiar with an academic setting. You can also take IELTS academic for professional registration purposes. Now, let's look at something. We have these IELTS are taken by universities and higher education and then for professional registrations. So anytime you hear of the IELTS academic, then it means that that kind of test, or yes, that kind of English language test is meant to give you access to a university. Maybe you want to apply to study in a particular university. You may, the right kind of test you have to produce is the IELTS academic. Yes, the IELTS academic. Then again, the IELTS academic also gives you the chance to be admitted into a higher education. Yes, higher education. Maybe a degree program and your master's, your PhD, and so on and so forth. But luckily enough, there are certain countries that no longer take IELTS. But what they do is that they will let you prove whether you've had your previous studies done in English and that the medium of instruction was in English language. If that happens, if you are able to produce an evidence to that fact, then it's likely you are not going to write this test. You are likely to receive admission to this high or higher education, and for that matter, the universities. So one other reason or one other purpose for the IELTS is, or the IELTS academic is for professional registration. Let us find out more about the IELTS academic. Just stick with me. You can take the IELTS academic at a test center or remotely online. So you can choose to write your test online, or you can do so at a test center. And the test time is 2 hours and 45 minutes. And the format is the same wherever it's taken. So if you choose to take it online, you are going to meet the same format. If you choose to do it at a test center, you are going to meet the same format. There is no difference. So choose the IELTS academic test if you wish to study at undergraduate or postgraduate levels. I think I've said this earlier. Or if you are seeking professional registration, example, doctors and the nurses. So more often than not, we hear of our nurses going in to write IELTS. Yes, they are professionals, and for them to be registered in their countries or in the country they are applying for, they need to have this IELTS academic in order to make their registration successful. In IELTS, there are 4 papers. We have listening, reading, writing, and then speaking. The speaking and listening tests are the same in both the academic and the general training test. I'll come onto the general training test so that you can understand better. But the reading and writing tests are different. So there are 4 elements in the test. That is the listen, reading, writing, and then speaking, which a lot of people know as the LRWS. That is listening, reading, writing, and then speaking. You are going to be assessed under these 4 domains. Yes, so that is it for the IELTS academic. There are a lot of information. If you just get the opportunity to be on this website, you read about it. Yes. So the IELTS academic is meant for people who want to, pursue their degrees, their masters, and stuff like that. And then also, if you want to register with a professional organization, you have to demonstrate that you are on top of issues when it comes to the speaking of the English language, and that you will be assessed under your listening, speaking, writing, and then the last one is what? Listening, yes. Listening, reading, writing, and then what? Speaking. So these are that. Of course, you have to meet a certain score, which in my next video, I'll try my possible best to explain to you the score you need when you are, doing this kind of things. Now, let's move on to the next type of test. Let's look at the next type of test. The next type of test. We are done with the IELTS academic. Let's move on to the next test. Now, the next one on the list is the IELTS General Training. Pay attention, the IELTS General Training. Now, the IELTS General Training test is suitable for those wishing to migrate to a country where English is spoken. So countries like Australia, Canada, New Zealand, and UK, if you are trying or if you want to, relocate or move to those countries, then the IELTS General Training Test is the option you have to go for. Yes. And for those wishing to train or study at below degree level, if you want to study maybe a diploma program or a college something, then there is no need you go in for the IELTS academic, because the academic one is meant for higher education and then university degrees, masters, and stuff like that. But when it comes to the IELTS general training, it is for migration purpose. Yes, for migration purpose. And then if you want to school or be educated below degree level, then definitely you can go in for the general training test, the general training IELTS. The test assesses everyday English language skills that you will need in social situations and in workplace environment. So it is not as thick, it is not as cumbersome like the academic one. I hope I'm making a lot of sense. The general training one is just a shallow kind of test that helps with migration, work experience, training, school or college. Yeah, so if you want to attend a school or a college, if you want to be enrolled on a job training, or just to make sure you have an experience in a particular field, or you want to migrate, then that is the best test you have to go in for. The details are here. We can find out more about this kind of test, And over here as well, we have Australia, Canada, New Zealand, and then UK. They all take this kind of test. Now, let's move on to the third one. So now you know the difference between the IELTS training and then the general training and then the IELTS academic. Now let's move on to the next type of IELTS, which a lot of people have no knowledge of. Now we have IELTS for UKVI. We have IELTS for UKVI. The UKVI is the United Kingdom Visa and Immigration. Yes, so now when you come here, the IELTS tests are accepted by the UK Visas and Immigration as proof of English proficiency for those wishing to live, work, or study in the UK. Very good. Now, if you want to live, work, or study in the UK, this type of IELTS is required. This is the test to take if you are applying for the following types of visas. Now, mostly this kind of test is written inside of the UK, even though there are a lot of people who use this UK VI IELTS for their visa applications outside the UK. If you want to apply for a British citizenship, you may. The reason why I use may is that not all people are allowed to, write this test when they are applying for their British citizenship. Family visa extensions, health and care worker visa, and then indefinite leave to remain. That is UK family, indefinite leave to remain, innovator funder visa, international sports person visa, minister of religion visa, representative of an overseas business visa, skilled worker visa. Recently there were a lot of people who had to write this test just to get the opportunity as part of their requirement to enter the UK. And even within the UK, if you want to switch your visa, you may still have to, do that particular application to help if you don't hold any degree certificate. Yes, so that's it. You can go in and then read more about it. There are several requirements, but now that you know the website IELTS.org, if you log in, you'll be able to read a lot about it. So now, these are the main types of IELTS under our discussion, and I hope to bring you more information about it. So at least now you know of the IELTS academic, you know the IELTS general training, and then you know the IELTS for UK VI. You know all these kind of tests. Let us bear in mind that when we talk of the IELTS academic, it is not required by the UK VI. The UK VI doesn't receive the IELTS academic. The academic ones are received by institutions like universities and professional registration bodies. It's different applying or registering with a professional body and then getting a visa. But when it comes to your visa application and the kind of visa you are applying demands that you get an IELTS, then definitely you have to go in for the IELTS for UK VI. If your registration that has to be done demands that you get an IELTS to perfect your registration, then you have to go in for IELTS academic. Yes, if you want to run a course that is below the degree level, then you have to go in for the IELTS general training. I hope this video has helped you a lot. Don't forget to share this video. Just bring your comment below. If you have anything, reach out to me and I'll do my best to explain a whole lot of things for you. Thank you very much for being part of this particular video, and I know your subscription has been added so that anytime I upload any video, you'll be the first person to be notified. Thank you and see you in my next video.